Where are we next? Mexico. Another in part proof of from Russia with love. But there was a report that came out and a demonstration after shocking femicide statistics have prompted a furious reaction from women's rights groups in Mexico, and anger over the violence is a key part of a one-day national women's strike which took place in the country last week. Now, they are claiming that women are being murdered at a rate of 8,000 in just under 2 years, and the latest strike was prompted after a girl was found dead and the suspects were covered in mud and blood and were just let go by the corrupt authorities. This maltreatment of women has to stop globally. It just has to. But in particular, Mexico, other Central and South American countries, along with India and the countries in between all the way to Egypt. It is beyond disgusting, and it seems the infection that came out of India and the Kali Ma was brought to and taught to most, if not all, native tribes globally. It lives on today with ritual-based sacrifices, demeaning and hierarchical-based caste systems. All who operate those levels of control are all weak. Like I said earlier, controlling others is not a strength. That is the illusion. You are weak and feeble-minded. The Muslims in particular, I defend them a lot on this show, which some people don't like, and I don't particularly care. I'll call it for what it is. But what I will not defend the Muslims on is their ill treatment of women as well. I will not question them on the fake jihadists. They were all bought and paid actors of Langley. Period. But their maltreatment of their women as well. But then you remember Muslim and Islam came out of the Christian church. The same church that decided that the mother and the female didn't exist. So there's your answer as to why. We mentioned India and Pakistan before, and for more than 70 years now, just after Roswell, India and Pakistan have waged sporadic and fairly deadly skirmishes over control of the mountainous region of Kashmir. We are both travellers of time and space. Yes, indeed. And it's cost tens of thousands of lives in the conflict, including 3 just this month that we referenced in the news. Now, both sides are claiming that this Himalayan outpost is their own. But what has occurred recently, web surfers in India could be forgiven for thinking that the dispute is all but settled, as the borders on Google's online maps all display Kashmir as fully under Indian control. Elsewhere, users see the region's snaking outlines as a dotted line, which then acknowledges the dispute that's been ongoing. Now, Google's corporate mission is to organise the world's information, it is said, but it also bends to its will. From Argentina to the United Kingdom to Iran, the world's borders look different depending on where you are viewing them from. And that's because Google and other online map makers simply change them. Now, personally, myself, I've witnessed GoOgle changing maps, particularly when you view off-limit areas like, say, Antarctica. I was viewing a whole village in Antarctica with some very strange symbols that had been carved into the land, mining pipes going into water holes or mini lakes, and the next day the whole village was gone. And there have been several other of those incidents, and has in the past had little to do with either it belongs to India or Pakistan. It's nothing to do with that. And everything to do with drug trading by the Five Eyes groups and the Falcon Trust. It's littered with poppy fields. Oops. But that region is a key off-world base as well. That was guarded not by India or Pakistan, but Chinese military. Personally, I don't think those guards were Chinese at all.